just judge it, so when it's wonky.
Your fault.
Oh yes.
Move that thing you need on there.
Who reckons this is going to go wrong?
Is this going to be straight? Tune in.
This is where we stand there and realise how off centre. It's not wonky, it's level with the top of the screen.
Yeah.
That's the start.
So they cut the tape straight down under.
Yeah. It's not flat there. Slightly off to the left.
Off the left, wasn't it off to the right? No, I think we're down on.
I haven't got tape.
It's actually a pretty good stick, actually, isn't it? Wow, yeah, that's quite expensive.
How much was it?
Quid.
Was it? You can add that onto the list.
If you could have made one of those for less than 30 quid, drop us a comment. And if you make this t-shirt, please go and shoot yourself. It's only been washed once.
Rude. Just because you're wearing it.
No.
You wore it last Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, I wore it out. It's come in into life. And then I washed it. Yeah. It's fucking ruined. Only on 30 degrees as well.
While Josh sorts himself out, you know the score, he's cracked on a little bit. Turbo's on. Turbo's been modified to fit. He's modified the boost pipe, so he cut this one down. Had a bead roll put on there. So hopefully it won't blow off.
Hopefully not, shouldn't do.
Injectors are in, injector lines are on. Inlet plate is on. I take it that doesn't look like it's got a gasket on it, Josh.
No, I did it out of gasket paper.
Oh, right, cool.
So it's not a genuine iron gasket, it's a homemade.
Yeah.
It's alright, it should be alright. Soon find out.
The turbo, our friend Guy's made an adapter to go from the fitting on the back of the turbo to Josh's exhaust, just to keep things simple. And if for any reason he wants to go back to the old turbo setup, he can. You fitted the governor spring, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which there wasn't a video of because it proved to be a nightmare.
I cried many times.
4 hours, was it?
Yeah, the video makes it look so simple, but if it starts leaking diesel, it's going to be the throttle shaft seal. But I did put grease on it when I put it back on, so hopefully it's alright. But the gasket around the top of the pump looked alright.
Yeah.
It's only like a rubber pushy in jobby, but yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out.
On it.
Fuel time.
Fuel tank, because it's obviously...
Batteries are on charge, so it should have plenty of juice to get going. If not, we can just keep charging it.
Yeah, I need to put the Peugeot on charge as well. Yeah, we're still at 18 amps.
And come in, sticker.
Come in!
What else have you done? Oh, there's the power steering pump back on.
Oh yeah.
Ah, and the power steering pump is back on.
Ah, that's a good point. We
Not particularly interesting, so
we may need to go to Halfords.
well, get some power steering fluid.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Alright, well, I've got Jade's car, so we can take that.
Yeah.
So quick,
Man.
magic. Right. Josh is worried about his winding in and out on the fuel pump being wrong, so it might, well, we might catch it blowing up and do it.
It states
Keep it.
you should measure how far the fuel screw is in or out. It's for amateurs. People worry too much. World's longest disc stick. This is proper approved oil as well.
Is that what, for cummins or?
Yeah. Yeah, if you read on the specs. So we've got
1540.
1540 cummins written on the bottle. Apparently that's quite important.
Is it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Apparently it is quite important. This is not going to go well. Oh
Oh. Oh, and he's missed a bit more.
You can get a rocker cover filler, but it takes twice as long.
So now we've got to turn it around.
We need to find the sweet spot on the pump. I now need to slacken off the nipple on the fuel filter, which is an 11, I believe. Yeah, slacken off that. And then get a 22 and you turn the alternator over, which will spin the engine.
Are your tools going to be where they're supposed to be?
Yeah. Plunger sticks into the engine, right?
Yeah.
Cam load.
Yeah.
Every time it comes round, pump, 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 pump.
Right.
When we're not on load,
It's not pumping.
it's not pumping.
So what are you doing down there? Just waiting for it to...
It's got a side lever that I can manually take over, but it's got to be on cam for me to pump.
Because it's not
Really moving.
okay. You want to keep turning, so you can just turn it over.
Oh, hang on. No, I'm getting that.
Oh, you pump that.
It's coming.
Oh, can we then start? Can we
No, I need fuel to come out of this
Oh, right.
nipple.
Can we pressurise the injectors off that?
No, you've got to do that with cranking. Because that's...
Oh, you're getting up to the pump.
No, oh, here we go, it's fuel. So, we've now got fuel up to the filter.
Right, so was that full?
The filter will be full, but the high pressure diesel pump already had diesel in it. So now you want to crank the engine now, so we are ready to start now. And then as we're cranking, crack off the injectors, which I'll do now.
You need to be cracking up the injectors down.
And we'll start. I can swear Chris and that will come in.
So it's 10 to 7, usually at 7.
Yeah, just waiting.
Yep, waiting.
We
We're waiting for some Land Rover people, or Cummins people, are they?
They're soon to be Cummins people. They're waiting for the to do it themselves. They've already come around and had a look at it in pieces. One of them went out with me before we went to run it.
That's more Cummins trucks we can show you at some point.
Yeah,
While we're waiting, we did a video of Aaron's car on Sunday after he dinked it. So if you want a bit of a laugh at me and Aaron, also one of us will do it, we're going to do videos, just watch that video because he was a bit upset about it. It's quite fun.
I never knew, Tyler, that an E92 M3 could understeer.
Well, I thought they were supposed to be tail happy.
Well, I drove it and it was quite tail happy.
Yeah, and I thought it was set up to handle.
Apparently. But
But
I suppose if he will say that there was diesel on the road,
But
I say it was wet and he understeered into the turn.
I understand you weren't very happy with that one, Josh.
This was an eBay purchase, which normally looks very good. Because the wing tops, I've had those on for 5 years and they're made of metal.
We've had to replace that one because Snorkel in progress. It's looking a bit tatty, that one now, but...
I think he's been much mud and jet washes on it.
But yeah, so this side one...
We took off the Snorkel, which, as you can see by the previous videos, was effort. Unfortunately, did pull a little bit of the paint off. This Land Rover obviously used to be red, so I'm going to have to touch it up with something. So the RDX vent turned up, and I thought, on the pictures, yeah, nice. It's plastic, don't think against plastic, but it's just not quite good quality. It had a mesh in it, and that's what they sent with it. It's not even attached. You've got to sort of wedge it in between the bodywork, and it's not very good, is it?
My only concern with it is obviously massive knobbly tyres that are slippy, as we know from last video. Stone, smash, broken.
Yeah.
Quite quick.
I mean, if it was an air intake,
Move that fat there.
yeah, you would need that. But then if you're running bigger tyres, it's just going to get stones flicked up in it. I had a story once upon a time. I had a Suzuki SJ. It was very black and very big and very stupid, and it had a homemade snorkel out of a Dyson on it to the carburettor, and one day it wouldn't start one morning after I'd driven it home. And I always used to drive this thing flat out everywhere. It was a
Yeah, it's so slow.
Yeah, it was a 1.3 Samurai.
It was a Samurai, so.
It was a Samurai. And it had big 31s on it, which at the time was awesome. It had massive increases on the leaf springs. And a stone had come off the tyre right in the snorkel top and wedged in the butterfly of the carburettor. So let's just say that was the last time that snorkel got used.
And what I did to counteract that was buy a Jimny.
Bought a Jimny, which is
the better
best
truck.
off-road vehicle ever made.
That's coming from the Land Rover
Yeah.
Cummins person.
Nah. If I didn't need to tow stuff and go fast and it be reliable, even though Suzuki's are really reliable.
Yeah, but you can go and put a 1600 Sport out of the Swift
Yeah.
in the Jimny. It's not going to
I
tow
jumped
anything.
in one the other day. Try again. Yeah. Get rid of the cardboard. Go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's leave it from.
right in front. So that's take.
6.
20 million.
Yeah.
Well, that one.
What we counting the times, amount of times we started the camera, or the amount of times we've started and stopped cranking.
Yeah.
So evidently, all it needed was some battery.
Just a little bit more power.
Right, it goes off pretty
so that idle screw used to come down a lot.
So what are you doing, Josh?
Winding the fuel down because it's just black. I'm up near idle, wasn't it?
Oh, I wanted a video of that up close. I wanted to just get a video of the flat and black smoke, black smoke.
This is how you roll coal.
Yeah.
This is how you roll coal and stay sealed. Yeah. Sorry! It's coming in.
She's going to be down in a minute.
She gonna be pissed. Yes, the throttle's on too much. One thing you can do is detension that spring a little bit. I'm actually going to kill you if you set the alarms off one more time.
Right, one more time it is then.
Try me, try me.
Yeah, it's not.
It's this one, isn't it?
So you need to shorten the cable, don't you, a little bit?
No, I think he's I know, because that would just pull it back to the stop.
Yeah.
Why? Because none of that's changed. The arm position of the arm might have changed a little bit.
Yeah,
Or is it on the stop?
but not quite.
Not quite. It's just off, isn't it?
You're not threaded there, are you?
No, it's a bit of a match. We can adjust that actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a push bike cable, isn't it?
Yeah. That would be adjustable.
Well, it's like this dipstick.
Does anybody check the side of the block to see if there's oil?
Here's a rod in the middle.
I know there's a little bit in the core there. Didn't wipe it out.
We good?
Bit overfilled, but it won't leak out anyway.
Hurry up and say yeah.
I would is, right? I don't know if there was all there before or not, there is a bit there, but
Nah, I think
You should have seen it.
It
The
was
whole side of it was solid black. You saw the puddle, didn't you?
Yeah, nah, that's just what it's like. Yeah,
you'd notice it rolling down.
strategy that I didn't like off before.
Happy then, Josh?
Not at the tune, it needs tune.
Obviously, yeah. But you've changed a lot of things to have to do it.
Fucking fires up instantly, don't they? All done, fired up and running. There's only one issue. When I put the throttle linkage back together, I think I'm a millimetre out. The idle's probably about 1,000, 1,050 or something. It's just slightly too high for my liking. Back the idle screw right off, and it's still like it, so I must have just got that throttle linkage just a smidge wrong. I did what it said in the video on YouTube and lined up the top line of the pump with the second scribed mark on the pump face, but it's still too high. I think I need to come to the next line back. But that's no biggie. We've wound the fuel screw out, so it's not smoking heavily black. We've got to get the boost right. I need to adjust the idle, so it's tuning now. But yeah, and then it's just sort that out.
Yeah, all you've got left to do is put the snorkel together, put that on,
Cut the bonnet.
cut the bonnet, do the checker plate, go and do the clutch,
Yeah.
box, and then you can finally.
Wind the puppy up. Well, I think it is adequately wound up.
Oh, she smokes a tree.
She smokes a fucking tree.
So the next video is either going to be
Dyno
doing
day.
the gearbox or the dyno.
Yeah,
I don't know if the gearbox would be any interest.
not really.
No, so it's probably just the dyno then. So,